we'll move up to meeting minutes, vote to approve minutes of June 30th. I looked them over, they are as good as always, see it? I'll make a motion to vote for the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Elaine says aye. We'll move on to meetings attended by select board members. Erica.
Just apart from regular meetings with Veronique and the consultants that we had looking at town organization and finances, nothing of note.
Okay, I did not have any myself. Elaine is discussing with the police department right now, so we can come back to her. No public comments, no unfinished business, back to new business. Second item is discussion and vote on the approval for the fiscal year 26 fire department roster. On that roster, we have as the chief, as always, Mr. Robert Baker. DPT stands for Deputy Chief. Oh, there we go. It's Chris Herman. Captain is Joseph Paramba. Captain Nicholas Vanderheld. Lieutenant Bob Armstrong, and Lieutenant Gemma Vanderheld. So all names that we already know. Real quick, did you have any meetings?
No meetings, I've been on vacation.
Okay, we're discussing the fire department roster. It's to be the same roster. So this is going to be a vote as well.
It's an excellent roster, and I absolutely appreciate all of these people serving in this capacity.
They need more.
Agreed.
We need more, yeah. And I just would like to point out that the names of most of these people, these are people who have served for years on our town volunteer fire department, and that does not go unnoticed.
I'll make a motion to vote for the fiscal year 26 fire department roster as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, discussion and vote on required uniform for TSAs at the transfer station. There was a mail that came in about a certain shirt, right?
Yes, yeah, we had an email, and just some background that the board did approve a number of years back to put in the budget a clothing allowance, a uniform allowance.
Yeah.
So everybody has clothing that's all safety colored and everything, so it shouldn't really be.
When's the last time that clothing allowance has been increased?
It hasn't been increased, but everybody's been buying things, and we're just in the beginning of the fiscal year, so I'm ready to tell everybody that they can go and purchase whatever they need. You know, they don't
Like
need
one shirt I have?
Oh, no, they get.
The issue, the other background here is that the question is whether or not it's appropriate for town employees to wear t-shirts with political slogans or something that might be offensive to town residents.
It is not.
Right, so it seems like, we provide a clothing allowance for the transfer station attendants, and it seems like the simplest way on both sides for all people who have opinions about this is just to enforce the policy that, you have a clothing allowance, wear the shirts that we buy from the, what's that place called in Greenfield?
The outlet store.
All right, I was going to say the uniform store. But essentially, that's kind of baseline. I'm not allowed, I work for the state. There's certain things I'm not allowed to do at my work because I work for the state. So it seems pretty like a simple solution here to say that,
So
wear the uniform that the town pays for.
I have the same thing with my company, and I wanted to kind of offer a suggestion that we do with my field techs that work for me. So the shirt that's in discussion wasn't a political shirt. It was, I see how it could have been seen as that, but I think the easiest way around it is to state that unless it is a shirt that has something about the Conway transfer station on it, they shouldn't be wearing any shirts with any logos or any words on the shirt. Especially if it is an advertisement for either a company or
anything really.
anything. So
It shouldn't be advertising anything.
that's what I would say is like
Why not just
no
wear a
logos.
uniform?
Well, they could just wear they're supposed to be wearing safety colors anyway. So
Yes.
we provide safety t-shirts, so,
Okay.
The only thing I can
You know.
see is if like they get something spilled on them up there during the shift, or they're sweating too much or whatever, that they might need to change.
Yeah, and that's the question I had too, is that there's plenty of situations where they're gonna get stuff spilled on them or the shirts are gonna rip,
Right.
right? So what happens then?
we get more shirts. I mean, they just have to let me know.
Okay.
They haven't, and,
So even if they're already maxed out on the budget for the clothing allowance?
well, I can juggle things around.
Okay.
But people have to talk to me and tell me what's going on.
I would like Tim to tell the TAs this information.
I agree.
And, the thing is, in the summertime, it's kind of more of an issue of just the t-shirts. They have sweatshirts for the fall that are safety, and then they have winter jackets, so there shouldn't be any, it's really just gonna be in the summertime that this
Yeah.
would be an issue.
So
So we
it-
can get plenty of t-shirts for them.
Is everybody okay? Because I'm still the liaison for the select board for the TA at the transfer station. I'm going to talk to Tim about this, but is everybody okay with me saying, hey, listen, they need to wear the uniforms that were purchased for the transfer station. If there's aren't available for whatever reason, it has to be no logo, no words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'd
think
even
that's.
say, keep a couple up there
Yeah,
stashed
Yeah.
in case
yeah.
Yeah.
go
And
ride during the shift.
I know that it's hot in the summertime, people want to cut their sleeves off t-shirts, totally fine with that as well. But I agree, Chris, that no logo, no words, we're not advertising anything. We're just there to,
Unless it's an American flag
provide-
t-shirt.
we're there to provide a service to the town.
All right, so does this actually need a vote? Because we're not really changing anything, right? There's no policy to change.
I don't know that we actually need to vote. I think it's just, I think it's good to have the public conversation.
Did anybody get back to the person? and
No.
say-
I talked to the person.
Oh, did you? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, if this is your policy, then that's why I put down vote, because then that would be your policy.
Well,
Okay, so,
hasn't it always been the policy that
How about I do
I thought it
this?
was a policy that,
I don't know if they had uniforms before or not.
I will make a motion to reinforce the policy on the attire for the transfer station attendants, that attire should be,
Conway issued.
Conway issued attire that was purchased for the transfer station attendants. The only caveat to that is if something happens that whatever uniform is worn should not have logos or words on the uniform.
Sounds good. I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Last item on new business is vote to appoint Brian Allen to the Open Space Committee for a term ending June 30th of 2028. I don't know Brian Allen. Who's Brian Allen? Does anybody know Brian Allen?
no, but the fact that he's willing to serve on the open space committee gives me a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll take who.
I think this is one of those that was supposed to be done in June, and
Oh, really?
it somehow got.
Right,
Oh,
he was appointed before, but it was only for a month, I think, and then we just forgot to stick him in for the reappointments
To
because they were
redo
only been a
him.
month, so.
Got it. All right. Well,
He
I'll
came
make-
in like the end of April, and
Yeah.
then he was supposed to be redone in June.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to vote to appoint Brian Allen to the Open Space Committee for a term ending June 30th of 2028.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Erica, this one you have to sign when you get back. Right?
Okay.
Because it says
Yeah.
chair. Yep. All right, items not anticipated 48 hours in advance is vote to sign the construction contract that Veronique sent us right before the meeting. I did look that over. I perused it. It's a long contract, but it is a boilerplate contract.
Yep.
And we already voted on this, right?
You voted to accept the low bid. I just got this
Right.
back this afternoon from town council, sent it to the contractor, who immediately signed it and turned it around. So I was like, well, let's
Yeah.
get this
Oh,
done.
good.
Yeah.
When is he starting?
Anytime. I mean, the contract says, start date July 15th, so this is kind of perfect.
Okay. So
He has to get us on the schedule.
I'll make a motion to sign the contract, Taylor Davis Landscape Company, to do the repaving at the transfer station.
I'll second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And get there eventually. This is also an Erica signature.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why Erica couldn't give you authority right now to sign both of those, right?
I don't see why not.
You know?
Yeah, if that's something, I mean, I will be back in town on Friday night, so I could sign stuff Saturday morning, but if it's urgent, then I
Oh, we want to get this
totally.
guy going.
I'd like to send it to him right away,
Yeah.
if that's okay
So,
with
do we
you.
have to vote on that to give me the authority to let Chris sign?
Might as
the
well,
next-
just to play it safe.
Yeah.
I'll
So
make
I
a
move
motion.
that we let Chris Waldo, who is the deputy chair, sign the contract for to sign this contract, sorry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do you want me to do the same for Brian Allen?
Yeah, I think so, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yay. Moving on, TA updates. Fair and Neat.
Yeah, well, so just going in order, we've gotten a number of applications for the final CDL position at the Highway Department, which is great, and also one for his clerk, so we'll be interviewing next week, which is
That's
exciting.
very exciting.
It's
really
awesome.
is.
We really need that.
I know, it really is. Ron's update about the public safety building is the electrical and plumbing work by the tech school has been finished. Installation's almost done, the sheetrock is going up. If you've driven by, you probably noticed some of the outside paneling or siding's going up. Windows are in, interior doors should be done soon. The tech school will be working on the heating next semester. Unless something happens and they need to get the heat going sooner, and then Ken might come in and get it going. And then 2 of the bays were poured a while back and they're now set. And Ron is going to be doing the deconstruction of the other ones for pouring in September for the last 3 days. So it's just so exciting to see all that.
It really is.
Moving along.
I drove by Sunday.
Yeah, so I can't give you a, it'll be finished by whenever, because it's all dependent on the tech school and their schedule, but. And then, Ron will be getting some quotes for the catch basins, the 16 catch basins that have to go up in the Pine Hill area. And once that's done, I think he'll have all of his material secured and he can start scheduling the work up there.
Awesome.
So
I wonder how this rain was up there.
that's exciting. Speaking of which, we should probably schedule a select board meeting to discuss with the residents of Delabar when that's going to happen,
Okay.
because there are going to be parking issues on that street that we're going to need to talk with them about. Because of the way
I
that,
have ideas,
sorry?
I have ideas about parking on a Delbar, yeah.
Oh, great, okay, all right. We are just now working with SourcePass. They're sort of getting into all of our computers and getting us onboarded, which is really exciting. So in the next couple of weeks, we should be having everybody be able to access Quest and get into SharePoint, and everything's going to be in SharePoint now, and it's all going to be in the cloud, and I'm sort of waiting to see, because as you know, I'm not the biggest techie anymore, so I'm just kind of going, yes, okay, great, thank you. But I can't wait
Good.
for it to be done. I'm still awaiting award information on 3 different grants, but we did get 8. So with an RFP, you have 2 sections to the RFP. There's the non-price proposals and the price proposals, and you have all this evaluative criteria that you go through this is so that the town can really evaluate and see which company would be the best fit. And so first you look at all the non-price proposals and you rank them, and then you look at the price and kind of put it together that way. So that's what I'll be working on tomorrow with Paul McClatchy III from Ashfield, to do the whole spreadsheet and put this all together and have us start to do evaluating those. But there's 8 of them, which was nice to see.
About the computer changeover, do we need to do anything at this moment, or we're just?
No. The
Okay.
main thing right now is getting everybody's actual, like, I'm gonna have to get this laptop onboarded so that everything's going up to the cloud
Okay.
instead of, I won't be VPNing in, it's all gonna be,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but everybody, I think, is gonna need to be, you're gonna need to talk with him about your emails and stuff. So I'm just waiting for them
Yeah.
to say.
Okay.
For right now, this is just the folks with the actual computers, the hardware. Transfer station, we were at the transfer station today, very exciting. I don't know if you've noticed at the Conway Mall, the old one's gone.
Yeah.
And all the wood where you're gonna be parking for the Conway Mall is all gone, so the parking spots are open. So we met up there today, and originally the quote they gave me included a certain amount of different grades of sizes of rock to be the foundation for the shed. And Ron was gonna do fill in the back because it kind of slopes off very quickly. But for $800 more, they'll take care of the fill as well. And I said, yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
do that. And take that off Ron's plate because he's got so much going on, and
Yeah.
just be nicer. So I'm hoping that gets scheduled in the next week or two. And as soon as they have the site prepped, all they have to do is bring the building up and we're done. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I know.
You know what I didn't think about with the contract we just signed? Is remember Ron was supposed to make some parking spaces?
Yeah, that's why I said the wood, he moved the wood, so you
Oh,
can park
okay.
there now, yeah. On the road going out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's moved all that wood, it's all
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
So
but is it gonna be paved over?
It's not being paved by this company. I don't know if it's gonna be paved or not this year, but you can park there. I mean, there's room to park. And it's pretty hard back there, I'm not sure, I don't think it's gonna be like a mud
Yeah.
hill, so I think it should be okay.
Okay.
But we can,
The shed will need to be hooked up, right? Electric and,
yes, yes. And so the electrical box is right in front, and Ron worked with Peter Martin on that,
Okay.
so. And then also, we'll need to, once the shed is in place, hire somebody to create the room in the back, the sorting room where the volunteers will be, which will need to be both, heated and cooled.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that it'll still be a work in progress, and then it's just gonna be a shed.
yeah,
So people are gonna have to figure out, okay, do you want shelving here? How, what do you want where?
right.
But first, actually, I need to get that done for tomorrow. First, in my column for the currents, I'm gonna be asking for more volunteers and for somebody to be the sort of head organizer of all the volunteers, because I won't have time to schedule everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's my understanding, we already talked about this, that if there's not a volunteer there, the shed's not open, because
Yeah.
otherwise it'll just,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm gonna put on
This
the,
seems like a great opportunity for the senior tax write-off work program.
yeah,
Get a senior who's willing to
yeah, well, that,
here organize all the workers.
that's, yeah, organizing them, ooh, that's a good idea, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
If somebody has tech skills, it would just be a,
Right, for organizing them. Anyway, so hopefully that'll be going soon. And then, as Erica mentioned, we had the Division of Local Services people come out to do, the select board had requested a financial management review, because it hadn't been done since 2012, so they came up, they were great, they interviewed all of us in the back room, spent the whole day there, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they put together for us.
excellent.
Our draft audit came back, so that should be, we should have the final for you all with the management letter soon. And then last thing, and actually I just spoke with Jan Warner about this tonight, was the National Fitness Campaign, which I think I've sent you guys a couple of emails about that. And it was interesting, because I hadn't mentioned it to Jan until tonight. She said, well, you know, Parks and Rec was looking into doing something like that. So we'll see if, you know, if she likes that, or if there's something else that's a better fit. But that, I just thought it was interesting that they're already thinking about doing it. So, and I'm hoping to hear from their town administrator. If you guys think of some questions that you want me to ask the town administrator, because he won't be back for a couple days, then I can,
About this fitness thing?
yeah, about the process and what, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see it. The cost that was shown was far greater than the product I thought that I saw.
Yeah.
So I just feel that money could be used in a similar way, fashion, and a better way that is more custom to our town than just hard packed concrete.
It's all the town employees.
I'm sorry?
It's for the town employees.
No, it's
No,
for the
it's for
entire
everybody.
town. Oh, no, and it comes with a mobile app, so like it's, you can either get the double size, which is 72 feet by 36, and one side you can do yoga or step, whatever you want on one side, and the other side is kind of their signature thing where it's a 7-minute workout, and you go around the different stations, you spend 45 seconds on one, then a 15-second break, and you go to the next one, blah, 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 and you get,
Circuit training.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it is, the grant is not a lot of money and it is expensive. So it was like $30,000 to $50,000 or $36,000 for the grant. And the total cost, and I'm assuming this is depending on whether you get the half size or the, you know, the double size, is anywhere from 150 to 270, I think it was, something like that.
Okay.
So,
And I don't mean to be mean, but it's a prison yard. It looks like a prison yard.
Okay.
but there is one up and running in Lee, so.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I'll go out there with you or go out there by myself to go see it, to see if it's just that money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we're a smaller town and
We can apply, there's no obligation to apply and find out if you're given the grant. And the reason they chose us was because we're kind of in a desert for, you know, there's one that's going to be built in Williamstown, there's a whole mess in Albany, there's a bunch in the eastern part of the state, and they were looking to put something in Western, so.
which also tells me like, what a Conway. You know, why not East Hampton?
I don't know,
You know,
or
so
Greenfield,
or Greenfield, yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That was the question I asked, you know. It could be that they've.
Even Sunderland.
It could be that they've reached out to a lot of these places, and, you know, I got back to them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, red flag or waving. but-
Anyway, so, that's it. That's my update.
Thank you.
Still hasn't slowed down really.
Not at all.
Select board member comments, concerns. Erica,
I've got none at the moment.
Elaine,
Nope, been on vacation, so I'm just readjusting, but I was wondering how the water did today. It was coming down, it was
it was coming down hard, yeah, you were correct. None for me as well. Mail, I want to say Occam, like Occam's razor, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I was wondering, I would like to table this till our next meeting.
Sure.
Because I feel pretty strongly about this, and I would love to send a letter of support, but I really want to, like, I don't want it to be a boilerplate letter of support. I want to rewrite the suggested letter that they sent. Yeah, so.
I'm with you on this.
Yep.
It's a topic that is, I think that needs to be discussed at length and will affect our town.
Yeah,
Just.
and just for anyone who might be watching, it's about large energy companies coming into small towns to put in battery storage facilities.
Yeah.
And,
For-profit energy companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
or,
is a,
yeah, so.
that is a major distinction you need
Yeah.
to state is for-profit.
Yeah, coming into small towns that really, like rural small towns,
Yeah.
that really don't have the capacity to support this kind of
Yep,
massive infrastructure.
I agree.
Oh, I was just gonna remind everybody that I will be on vacation on the 28th, so I will be
Ooh.
at meeting.
Great.
And I think
Hopefully a
somebody
fun,
else
is it a
wasn't
staycation or are you going somewhere fun?
My granddaughter's coming.
Oh, nice. Even better.
So that is, normally we would have that meeting because it's a warrant week, but I'm fine with not scheduling a meeting that Monday if we actually don't have anything on the agenda.
Uh-oh,
Since
yeah,
we-
you know what, I won't be here,
I thought the two of us were out.
Yeah,
so maybe we push that. I mean, yeah, we might wanna push
Yeah,
that
so
meeting, yeah. Can we cancel that meeting then?
Sure.
I think that's fine, because, we were only gonna meet because we thought we had to vote and sign on the warrants, but since we don't, it's just that we have the capacity as the select board to sign warrants every week.
So when would
without a
be
public-
our next meeting then? If we cancel on the 28th, our next one would be the 11th of August, is that right?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Well, it's up to you all.
August.
Yeah, I will not be around the 11th of August, that's one of the dates that I'm not gonna be here, so
Oh.
maybe we can tentatively schedule it for the week after.
Or the week before,
Yeah,
yeah, since we're
I
skipping,
mean, if we don't,
August
if-
4th?
August 4th.
Yeah, I think that sounds, if we don't, I don't wanna meet just to, for the sake of meeting.
Right, let's tentatively
But let's
schedule.
schedule something,
Yeah.
yes, but it doesn't have to be that warrant week, no, we know
Yep.
that.
Next meeting is tentatively scheduled for August 4th. Erica, anything else?
No, I'm on vacation.
Enjoy.
Chris,
Elaine, anything else?
Nope.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Enjoy, Erica.